So as we can see, there are tons of Marvel things to be excited about in 2017, but there's a lot of other things to be excited about as well. Obviously, San Diego Comic-Con will be coming back, and we will do our very best to be there. One thing I would really like to see at SDCC this year is the Stranger Things cast. I know that in the past I've never seen, I might be wrong about this, but I personally have never seen a Netflix cast at SDCC, so I think it would be really cool to have the Stranger Things cast there. We're going to see a season 2 of Stranger Things in 2017, so if they could bring the cast to the con, it would be a really unique experience, especially because the cast is full of kids, and so I think that would be really fun to kind of get to know their individual personalities outside of the show.
The Stranger Things kind of came into the world, and nobody was expecting it to be as big of a phenomenon as it was.
Totally agree.
Everybody fell in love instantly with the characters. I felt like I was personally cut short. I wanted to see so much more of this world.
So many unanswered questions.
It seemed like they have like everything thought out, so I'm really excited to see where it goes.
My hope for SDCC, I know it's not going to happen because Star Wars pretty much has its own con now, but if Star Wars Episode 8, they have Star Wars Celebration. If the cast of Episode 8 was there, that would make my year. I doubt it's going to happen, but that's my one hope. What's your one hope if you do make it to San Diego Comic-Con?
I want to see some DC stuff, man. They've been slipping a lot lately. Batman v Superman was not what a lot of people thought it would be.
Yeah, I agree.
I personally liked it, but there were some things that I didn't like about it. Suicide Squad, they could have done so much better, with the characters that they have, but it was just a failure. It was, complete disaster.
So, transitioning from Comic-Con, we're actually going to talk about a show that we got to preview at Comic-Con, which is called Powerless, and it's starring Vanessa Hudgens, and it's going to be in the same universe as The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, but it's a way different, it has a way different take on it than the typical superhero show, because this show is told from the average human's perspective that lives in a world full of supers. So Vanessa Hudgens' character, and it makes me laugh just talking about it, she actually is selling like superhero insurance. So if debris from a superhero fight fell on your house and your house caves in, then you go to Vanessa Hudgens and you ask her for, you make an insurance claim from the supers.
You'd have to have insurance first, and then you make a claim if you have insurance with their company.
So this will be a comedy within the DC universe, which I think is really cool and unique. Supergirl, Arrow, and Flash, those characters will actually show up in Powerless, so it's gonna connect that whole world in a fresh new way where it's more of a comedy and told from people like us if we were living in a superhero's world.
The first movie we'll have coming out in the DC universe in 2017 is Wonder Woman, and just from the previews of it, it looks amazing. I think this is where DC's really going to take off. I think it was just personally they introduced those three characters, Batman, Superman. Obviously, you're going to have both in there, but they introduced Wonder Woman too. They didn't have to. She was a good character, but I think her movie's about to take off. It's going to be amazing. What are your opinions on it? Because you're a big Wonder Woman fan.
Yes, so I, being a girl, I am a huge advocate for strong female characters, and so the one thing that I'm really stoked about that Wonder Woman is coming out this year is that so the DC universe has only come out with 2 other movies in this particular series, which is Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad, and the third movie is going to be a female-led movie. Marvel has like 17 movies already in their universe, and there's not one female-led movie. So I mean, even though DC, didn't do the best with the past 2, I'm thinking this one's going to change the series and really going to bring a new light into this DC realm that's recently been cultivated.
Yeah, and it's going to roll right into a couple months right after that. November 17th, we'll have the Justice League movie coming out, and that looks awesome. They incorporate one of the characters from Teen Titans. I watched that show a lot growing up. It was a great show, and they're introducing his name's Cyborg, correct?
Right.
Yeah, they have
The Justice League that they're going with isn't like the traditional Justice League that we know. They're bringing in sort of like the new 52 Justice League, which is Aquaman, Cyborg, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, and we might get to see Green Lantern in there. Flash is going to be in there,
but not the same Flash as the TV show.
Right, not the same guy, but just the one that we saw a little bit in Batman v Superman. And then if you saw Suicide Squad, he had a little nidbit in there as well. But yeah, this movie can have everything going for it. Like I said, there's so much that is kind of banking on this movie right now.
Yeah.
All DC's chips are in this Justice League bag, so we have to see a little bit more, I think, as just as fans, to get excited about this movie.
Yeah. So Justice League will be coming out in November 2017. I believe it actually airs on the 17th. And then that will be the final DC movie that we get this year.
Stay tuned for part 3. In numbers 10 through 17 on our list, we'll dive into a mix of all the awesomeness that 2017 has to offer in music, television, video games, and movies.